wonderful
How are you?
to have you in our kitchen again, and we have something very, very special.
Yes.
You and I presented this one time before.
Right.
It sold out completely the very first time it was on the air. We're talking about a multi-cooker, and I'm not just whistling Dixie when I say that. This does just about everything but kiss you on the lips on a Saturday
That's
night.
right.
This is K42049, and let's talk our 4-quart multi-function multi-cooker.
Let's do.
All right, here we go.
All right, so David, let me just quick give you a tour. This is the four-quart cooker, and it has a non-stick interior that is lift-outable so that you can store it in the refrigerator later if you'd like to. It's lightweight but very sturdy. Then this is the steamer basket that's going to come with it. And the pièce de résistance, David, is that what makes this so unique is that this multi-cooker is going to stir for you.
For you. How many of you have recipes that say stir continuously?
Yes.
And you're like, okay, I have a life to live. How in the world am I going to stir this continuously and get the rest of the dinner done?
Correct.
Well, the answer is right here. This is what KitchenAid has come up with, and they've also included a great recipe booklet. In fact, over 50, I shouldn't say booklet, this is a book, 50 recipes that ordinarily you would have to go and find separately.
Right.
We're including that with your offer
Yes.
today. And Laura, we also have beautiful KitchenAid colors because what do we know to be
certainly do.
true?
Oh, a KitchenAid cook is true to their color.
Now, if you want this red, I have fewer than 4 dozen. This is gloss cinnamon.
Exclusive
Because that's our most popular color at QVC. We also have it for you in cobalt blue. I have it for you in stainless steel, which is so beautiful.
Isn't it?
And then I believe that is, oh, yes, okay.
Right.
So what do you have first here?
Okay, so David, the thing that I want to show you right off the bat is that beautiful stirring.
And we're
because
shooting right over top of you.
That's what makes it so unique. And typically this is risotto, and this is on its second stage. This is one of the assisted cooking modes. If you look in the front here, this is the badge that will show you all the different ways that you can actually use your cooker. And
yeah, let's take a look at the badge in the front here, guys.
The badge in the front here displays the cooking methods. It also displays 4 different assisted cooking modes, the temperature and the time for cooking up to 12 hours. And David, the unique thing, there's 3 really unique things about this multi-cooker. One is that it has those many multi-cooking modes. It has the even heat control, so it can control the heat from 110 degrees to 450 degrees. And then what you are seeing right here, and that is the stirring mode. And the stirring mode has 3 different speeds that you can choose from that will constantly stir, or 2 intermittent speeds so that it will stir either every 2 minutes or every 20 minutes.
So you got everything coming together for you, but if you're wondering what all this machine will do for you, we've got a graphic that'll point all that out for you very, very easily. Take a look here and understand everything that this machine will do for you. It's going to sear, so if you're doing things like beef, chicken, or fish, it'll saute, stir fry, fajitas, even scrambled eggs, Miss Laura.
Yes.
You can do boiling and steaming in here. You can simmer a beautiful French onion soup. Wouldn't that be perfect? Rice, white or brown, keeping your foods warm until folks get home. Slow cooking on low, slow cooking on high. Soups, which is certainly the season we're getting into. Risottos, which Laura's making right now. You can even make homemade yogurt.
How about that?
How about
and that's
it?
one of those assisted cooking modes that take you step by step through the process. And as you were saying, you got other things to do in the kitchen than to stir and stir and stir the risotto.
And you just
put
your cheese in. I'll put a little more just because that's always
your
a good
favorite.
thing.
Yes,
I love it. Yes, I do.
Okay, we'll come back and serve some of that up in just a minute.
Perfect.
Now remember that on QVC, we're not only including the cooker itself, but the stirring tower as well. There's been some question about that.
Yeah,
but
you get all of it.
Everything.
Now,
okay.
if you're wondering, can you sear a pot roast in here? The answer is yes, you can.
Yes, you can. Okay, so that is one of the cooking modes, and you can see right down here in the front on the badge, it's telling you that it's cooking at 450 degrees to sear it. If I wanted to, I could change that temperature. I could put it on a timer so that I would know when it was ready. And so of course, it's going to do all that browning that I want to do.
Now, you'll notice also, to Laura's earlier point, the stirring mechanism is included in your purchase.
Right.
But it is not a permanent part of the machine.
Correct.
You can remove it if you're doing something like a roast, as we're doing here, so you can sear it and then slow cook it. Because obviously you wouldn't have any need to stir that, obviously.
Right.
So you can take that part of the appliance away
Exactly.
and just use this portion.
You don't always have to use it, but it is handy when you do need it.
Well
so
said.
while I'm letting that brown, let me just take a look at this here, David, because it does it so quickly. Let's let that brown just a second, and I'm going to move over here to this fabulous silver unit. And you know, David, since your theme today is all about Thanksgiving cooking, I've got some cranberry sauce in here.
Oh.
And you're going to love the fact that it is a non-stick surface in that 4-quart bowl, but also look at how beautifully this is going to make my cranberry sauce for myself. And in this particular recipe, you're supposed to stir.
Ooh.
And I don't have to do that. I don't have to sit and stir it while it's cooking. It's going to do all my stirring for me.
Absolutely, and you're going to get that beautiful, beautiful flavor. Now, does your recipe call for orange zest?
It does, orange zest.
Nice.
And a little bit of orange marmalade, David.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, now, I just turned our roast over. It's got a
Okay.
nice sear on there, so it's
Right.
beautifully coming along.
And here's what the finished product's gonna look. I know your mama used to always make a roast
And
on
she would
Sundays.
always have me sear it for her while she was in the shower before we went
Right.
and left for church.
So now we don't have to sear it in a separate pot. In fact, this multi-cooker will slow cook as well.
Now, let me also update you on colors because we are getting limited. Stainless, I have 700 left in the stainless. This is cobalt blue, 450. My goodness, that's all we have left in those two. Here it is in gloss cinnamon, 350 left in the gloss cinnamon. And finally in the red, 3 dozen. Come on. Hey, let me
Yeah.
tell you also, the first and only time Laura and I had this on the air was on the 9th of August when it sold out completely. We have it back in stock for you today at an amazing price, wonderful easy pay, reduced shipping and handling. But if you want this red, I have only 3 dozen left. In the gloss cinnamon, 350. Cobalt blue, 450, and in the stainless, 700. These are going very quickly. You will get 50 recipes with this. The steamer basket, and then of course, remember, the badge on the front, the little dial, will allow you to choose all the different modes that you can do here, whether you're steaming the voodles, that's vegetable noodles, that Laura's doing
Which,
right
by
now.
the way, join us on November the 29th, and you're going to see this voodoo maker.
Oh, yes. In
How
fact,
about
I had
that?
a chance to try it out in my own kitchen, and we're going to be showing that on
Yeah.
Facebook before
Ooh,
long.
yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, so we're going to show you how you can make these voodles with an attachment that's available from KitchenAid.
Right.
I got an early sample and did a little cooking in my kitchen last week. Also made some spiral fries that I baked off in the oven, which were delicious. All right, now, K42049. This is our final order of 2015. We sell out of any color today, will not be back until sometime next year. You want this in time for Thanksgiving? Order it with a credit card and it will be there. How about some homemade oatmeal?
And David, this is one of the recipes from the cookbook
From the
that
book, yeah.
that we're including today. And you know, I don't know about you, but sometimes in the morning it can just get to be so hectic
Yes.
that it's nice to not have to worry about whether the oatmeal is going to boil over all over the stove.
Are you making the Irish porridge?
I'm actually making this oatmeal that's right here.
This one?
Here it is. I'm sorry.
No worries. Take your time.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Oatmeal with maple glazed apples and
I
pecans.
actually even sauteed my apples ahead of time right in the multi-cooker.
In the cooker. Take a look at this graphic again, then we'll go to our phone lines because we've got a lot of people that are wondering what all this can do. So let me walk over here because that print is small. This is searing, saute, boil and steam. You can simmer, slow cook on high or low, keep your foods warm, do white or brown rice, soups, risotto, even homemade yogurt. Nick in Texas is joining us. Hi, Nick. How are you? Nick, are you there?
I am here.
Hey, Nick.
Hi,
how are you,
Nick.
buddy?
How you doing,
Hi.
Nick?
Oh, I'm doing great. How y'all doing?
We're doing
Great.
very well. Nice to have you with us today. What did you think of this multi-cooker with the stir tower from KitchenAid?
Well, I'm real impressed. I'm an Italian cook,
Okay.
and I'm hoping that this is going to do the sauce. So I'm not always having to get up and stir it when it cooks all day, and sometimes even I'll put it on at night, and I have to get up in the middle of the night and give it a stir. Now I'm not going to have to.
That's right. In fact, you sound like a perfect candidate for the intermittent stirring, which is
Yeah.
every 20 minutes.
Yeah, every 20
Well,
minutes it'll
that's-
stir and then it'll shut itself off.
That's what sold me to it.
Oh, I'm
And
so
that
glad.
is the fact that it's KitchenAid. Everything in my kitchen is KitchenAid. I have the mixer, I have the toaster, I have the big grinder, I've got the hand mixer, and KitchenAid is the best.
Well, you know what, Nick? We could have had just about any brand X company in the world make something like this, but why would you want to do that when KitchenAid, to your point, can put their seal of approval on it, their stamp of real quality on this, and make it right the first time? I am so glad you got this. Which color do we have for you, buddy?
I got cinnamon red like everything else.
The gloss cinnamon.
Oh.
Perfect, perfect.
Cinnamon.
Well, I
That's
tell you
the
what,
one.
we will get it out to you straight away. If you paid with a credit card, it will be there before Thanksgiving.
I appreciate it, and y'all have a great day.
You do the same,
Thank
buddy,
you.
and happy
Thanks,
Thanksgiving
Nick.
to you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Now,
Okay, we have sold out of the red. If you want gloss cinnamon, 300 left in the blue, 400 left, and in the stainless, 650 are all we have left, and that's the most popular choice today. Final order of the year, Miss Laura, and that smells delightful.
and doesn't that look good? You know, normally I would only order this in a restaurant because I didn't want to have to stand and stir it.
And stand and stir it, and
Yep.
add the stock, and stand and stir, and stand and stir. This is
Risotto.
K42049. Miss Laura, we'll look forward to seeing you again. And
Okay.
just to echo something Laura said, the 29th of November, Black Friday weekend, which is Sunday of Black Friday weekend, we're doing